Captain Peter Cutsey. We are on the threshold of runway 13 left at Kennedy. We'll get airborne, right turn on vectors, and intercept to assault, and then we'll conduct the Rnav Zulu approach, which I would recommend doing in a visual environment as the charted visual approach to runway 13 left and runway 13 right. %, N1, EGT rollback. N1 Toga. Check.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
You're up. Rnav.
400.
Command. VNAV speed. Arm.
1000.
Check. Two for 3,000.
1,000 to go.
Flap 1. FMC speed. VNAV path. Leveling at 3,000. Flaps up. Right turn heading 225 for vectors. VREF set. VREF 30 set for the approach. Flap 1. Flap 1 speed set. Flaps 5. Flap 5 speed set. Excuse me, a direct intercept to assault. Level at 3,000 with the 043 inbound to replicate the visual approach. I recommend that we fly the a visual approach to runway 13 left, runway 13 right at Kennedy. Yes, in a visual environment, but use all AFDS features the way you're going to see in this video. We're not utilizing the onboard systems, especially the FMC, and to its fullest extent. I declared that in 1988 and copyrighted the use of the FMS in the way you're going to see now in 1990. A license is required to fly the FMS anywhere in the world. The license is due to Latlong Global. Contact me, Captain Peter Cutsey at Latlong Global, for licensing and use of the FMS. The descent and approach procedures complete. Descent and approach checklist complete. Weather at Kennedy clear. Winds calm. For the sake of this exercise, minimum set to 500 feet above airport elevation, rounded up to 600 set. We're in VNAV path, and we want to stay in VNAV path for the entire procedure until we disconnect all AFDS systems and land on runway, in this case, runway 13 left at Kennedy. Sharing another screen, and there is the first officer in the plan mode, his nav display, and that's what we're actually going to do. Back to the flight deck. A right turn, heading 290 degrees initially. We are in VNAV path, heading south, FMC speed. We will eventually fly this in LNAV VNAV. The actual RNAV GPS Zulu to runway 13 left, which is really overflying the visual approach to runway 13 left. Now that's what we advocate here at Latlong Global. Use everything you have on board to your fullest advantage. We have several items to do 2 nautical miles prior to top of descent. You can see it on the screen now. I'm sharing that with you. We'll get started and we'll select the minimum that we want on the MCP. "500 feet, rounded up to 600. 500 feet above airport elevation, rounded up to 600 in this case. Follow your company SOPs. So VNAV path heading south. A right turn for the intercept, and LNAV armed. LNAV captured. VNAV path FMC speed. The minimum has been set. Follow your company SOPs. We're going to follow through in this video and so that we can have a good look at it and realize the importance of the ability to use the AFDS systems to their fullest extent. We'll bring the heading bug around to 043 for the time being, and then we'll adjust it later for the missed approach. We are in LNAV, and we are in VNAV path, and top of descent is coming up here. 2 nautical miles prior, we have several items to do. We'll start now. The minimum set, RNP, AMP checks, VNAV path checks. Gear down. Flaps 15. Flaps 15 speed set. Speed brakes, armed. Landing flap, flaps 30 in this case. Here we have 30 plus 5. Set. FMC speed. There's our path. Here's our path. There's the top of descent. And here's our path again. We're going to follow that all the way through. The NPS scale should be used, and that's what we are using. Missed approach altitude, we will set that as directed by ATC. Today we've been told that in the event of a missed approach, runway heading to 4,000 feet. We will set that shortly. Once we're 300 feet below the cruising altitude that we're at, starting our descent. Note it. We're doing this in a visual environment totally so you can appreciate the accuracy and the importance of using all AFDS systems on board. The HUD is an excellent tool, which we're using now. And also the vertical situation display, which we have on screen, as you can see. Once we're 300 feet below our cruising altitude, which was 3,000, we will set the missed approach altitude, which we can do anytime now. Check. We've been assigned 4,000 feet. Missed approach altitude set. Landing procedure and landing checklist complete. Check. We checked the radio altimeter alive. on that call, and it checks out against the barrel. Using the MPS scales, looking good, we're on track. The altimeter is set correctly. We are on an RMP 400 and AMP 50 feet. There's the profile. There's our picture. Looking good. This is how to do a visual approach. This sample for Kennedy is one of the best worldwide, one of the busiest airports. In 1988, we set all this up and we copyrighted the use of a logic for this type of an approach in 1990.
John F. Kennedy International Information, Foxtrot current, altimeter 3015.
3015, check, FMC speed. It will set the heading now to the runway track in the event of a go-around. Back to the HUD. Follow your company SOPs. Now, this is just a demonstration, remember. In most SOPs, you don't preset heading bugs, so you have to follow your company SOPs. This is a demonstration only of what we're going to do in the future, and we should be doing it now. FMC speed, VNAV path, we're on NPS scale. Perfect. Looking good. And looking good according to what we're looking for lead-in lights also.
1,000.
Check.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Check. We have been given landing clearance on runway 13 left at Kennedy. Surface wind light and variable. FMC speed still looking good. Wow. We're going to just freeze the sim, and there you go. 2 red, 2 white. At this point, all AFDS systems disengage. Pilot flying would ask pilot monitoring to recycle flight directors. But hey, this is what it's all about. And at this point, you would be manually flying. I'm going to leave the FMS plugged in just to show you, excuse me, how accurate the system is. You would be manually flying at this point, remember.
Approaching minimums.
Check. You would be in manual flight at this point.
Minimum.
Check. Landing.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20.
Hey. Higher lat long global will go into your training center and train your instructors and bring them into the future by using this technology. Hey, we do not need expensive simulators in training centers except for full flight motion. Hey, all the fixed base operation could be completely, totally canceled because we can do it online. Hey, we can do this anywhere online throughout the world with 2 to 3 people at one time. They can actually see what they've done. All of it is recorded on a secure server. And then when they go in the real simulator, they actually do a great job. This is what the future is all about. This is not AI. This is RI. What is RI? Real intelligence. Come with Captain Cutsy at Latlong Global, where RI will overcome. Thank you for watching.